Feds, troopers, tarnished badge with bogus overtime shifts U.S. Attorney Andrew Lelling called the arrests the beginning of his office's investigation into whether overtime abuse is a systemic problem at state police. 3 mass state troopers arrested in overtime fraud probe. The FBI on Wednesday arrested 2 retired state police troopers and 1 suspended trooper for allegedly pocketing thousands of dollars for overtime hours they didn't work in 2016. Video player is loading. Play video. Play mute. 0-100, 134 loaded, 0% progress, 0% stream type live 134 share playback rate 1x chapters descriptions off, selected captions settings, opens captions settings dialog captions off, selected audio track default, selected full screen. This is a modal window. Beginning of dialog window. Escape will cancel and close the window. This modal can be closed by pressing the escape key or activating the close button. Close modal dialog. This is a modal window. This modal can be closed by pressing the escape key or activating the close button. Play mute. 0-100 loaded, 0% progress, 0% stream type live 0-100 playback rate 1x full screen. Boston, AP. 3 recently suspended or retired Massachusetts state police troopers were arrested Wednesday and charged with taking thousands of dollars of overtime pay for hours they didn't work by submitting bogus traffic citations to conceal that they had actually been off the clock. U.S. Attorney Andrew Lelling called the arrests the beginning of his office's investigation into whether overtime abuse is a systemic problem at state police. State police have told prosecutors that about 40 employees had apparent discrepancies between pay received and hours worked in 2016, but the 3 troopers are the only ones so far to face criminal charges. Ad choice advertising and red invented by T's advertisement. These troopers selfishly tarnished the reputation and badge worn proudly by so many other hard-working members of the Massachusetts State Police who put their lives on the line for all of us each and every day. Hank Shaw, FBI special agent in charge of the Boston Field Division, told reporters. Paul Cezanne, 50, Gary Herman, 45, and David Wilson, 57, were arrested at their homes just after sunrise and charged with embezzlement from an agency receiving federal funds. They were expected to appear in court later Wednesday, and it wasn't immediately clear if they have lawyers. The troopers were members of the now disbanded Troopy, which patrols the 138-mile Massachusetts Turnpike from Boston to the New York state border. Officials say the men put in for overtime pay for shifts they either left hours early or didn't work at all in 2016. For example, Cezanne's cruiser radio was off, suggesting he wasn't operating the vehicle the entire time he claimed to be working an overtime shift that year, court records say. Officials say the troopers either changed the dates of real traffic citations or submitted citations that never really happened to make it look like they had been working the whole time. Court records say police paid Cezanne more than $29,000 in fraudulent overtime pay, while Herman and Wilson both received roughly $12,500. Advertisement. Wilson, a former lieutenant, was an officer in charge of overtime shifts before he retired in March. Cezanne also retired that month, and Herman is currently suspended. Revelations of potential overtime abuse within Troopy led officials to disband the unit and order body cameras for state troopers and GPS vehicle locators in police cruisers, among other changes. State police say they now have increased oversight for overtime shifts and are conducting regular audits of high earners. We fully support and will continue to cooperate with the ongoing investigations being conducted by the U.S. Attorney and the Attorney General, State Police call. Carrie Gilpin said in a statement. The scandal is one of several that have engulfed state police in recent months. A payroll director pleaded guilty on Monday to stealing more than $23,000 from the agency through fake travel reimbursements. And last fall, the force's superintendent, Col. Richard McKeon, abruptly retired after a trooper filed a lawsuit alleging that McKeon ordered him to scrub embarrassing details from the police report of a judge's daughter. Attorney General Maura Healey said in April that McKeon and others will not face criminal charges for the altered police report, but she referred the matter to the state's Ethics Commission. By Taboola Sponsored links Promoted links You may like Vikings. Free online game. Play this for 1 minute and see why everyone is addicted. Vikings. Free online game. Unda Babel language expert shares the secret to learning a language in 20 minutes at Babel. Unda Comedy Trash 35 watches. No one can afford Comedy Trash. Undo Throne. Free online game. Assemble your squad and join the battle. Throne. Free online game. Undo Fashionable 10 great dresses for formal event. Fashionable. Undo Family Minded. Most family friendly dog breeds. Family Minded. Undo